and gentlemen, I am grateful to Captain M.S. Puri for introducing me in such glowing terms. Coming from him, I consider it a great compliment, as he himself is an icon of mountaineering in India. He was in summation of 1960 Everest expedition, he was deputy leader of 62 Everest expedition, and in 1965 he created a world record, putting 9 people on the top, which was only broken by Russians 17 years later. Well, he himself has led many military missions, and one of them, my mountain, Narender, not to climb, but to put nuclear device on the top, so that we could see the movement of the Chinese in Tibet. And he's written a very good book, Spies in the Himalayas. Please go through that, and you know what actually happened in the CIA, Indian Navy, and in the mountain. So I leave that to him, and it's you to read the book. A word about young Narender Kumar. He has fully imbibed the spirit of his father. He visits different parts of the Himalayas and takes at least 1 or 2 treks a year. He has put a new life into the Himalayan Club chapter of Delhi. Within a short time, he realized more than 30-40 lectures, and every time I get a circular from Himalayan Club, I say the young Kohli is doing as well as his father did. Well, I am grateful to Himalayan Club for having given me this opportunity to talk to you about my military missions. The first part of my talk is about Barahoti. Barahoti is a 50 square kilometer pasture area between the Janskar range and the Himalayan range. The location is near central Himalayas, just opposite to Shimla. And you can see the Himalayan range and Janskar range on this map. Barahoti is known by Chinese as Bujay, and they claim it to be 150 square kilometers. I would like to mention here that before Chinese annexed Tibet, we had no India-China problem. And in 1950s, there was no common border in India. It's only after they acquired Tibet that they started to exercise their sovereignty over Tibet, and the problem started. You know, in the late 50s, Chinese captured Siachen, about 40,000 square kilometers, and they also came to Barahoti and captured it in the central Himalayas, apart from few areas in Nifa, which is Arunachal, which they still claim. Thank God they have given up the claim on Sikkim. Coming back to the dispute of Barahoti, the chunk of land is inhabited only for 3 to 4 months in a year. It was a trading point between Tibetan traders and Indian traders. These and the Maharaja of Gadwal, about 250 years back, used to tax these traders, and Barahoti was part of the Gadwal region. But once Maharaja came under East India Company, they continued to collect taxes and therefore the royal. So this dispute now become India, and they want to, any strong nation wants to be an expressionist nation. It was in 1961, Panditji came under tremendous pressure from opposition parties. They wanted to know what was Panditji doing. And China was popping huge chunks of Indian territory. In the parliament, there was one Mr. Musani in the opposition party, and he said, "Sir, what is happening to our motherland?"